high school, like junior high, which is like a 13 to 18.
Yeah, wow.
So I train in judo in a school twice a week. I was 16 and 17.
Yeah.
And we everybody know judo,
Yeah.
right? And then, so that time, 16 years old, it was 1994.
Yep.
And Gracie Jiu Jitsu already there.
Yep.
And then we knew Hickson Gracie.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, because we knew Hickson fought in Tokyo.
Yeah.
And then we talk about like a Gracie Jiu Jitsu, right? It's not a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu,
Yeah.
we call Gracie Jiu Jitsu. What's a Gracie Jiu Jitsu? What's a different judo? And we don't know,
Yeah.
right? There's no like a YouTube, no like not much media, only like a magazine,
Yeah.
right? And then let's do Gracie Jiu Jitsu. Right, we just grab hair and then hook nose and then grab that's a Gracie Jiu Jitsu.
But you didn't really know what it was.
No, we didn't know. And then I think when it's so funny, right? Well, we do judo anyway. And then when I was 19, 20, that was 1998, 1997. There's one Gracie Academy in Tokyo.
Yeah.
But it was quite expensive for me that time, and I just gave up.
Yeah.
But I always, dreaming to train jiu-jitsu. Yeah. But I started karate a little bit. Oh no, sorry. The sambo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I didn't enjoy.
Okay.
It was okay, but I didn't enjoy. I just training maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year. I was not really into it.
What was it you didn't like about it?
It's because, to be honest, the gym has just started, and then no member at all.
Okay.
Just me and the instructor.
Yeah.
And the instructor, I can't see his passion to teach,
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's always watching TV.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then do this, do that, like kind of mat exercise.
Okay.
It's not really technique. It's
Yeah.
not really sambo.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So I just lost interest.
So it was more about the academy than the actual martial art itself
Yeah.
that you didn't enjoy.
So I didn't enjoy.
Yeah.
And then I start Shuto MMA
Oh, yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
I think only 3 months. But I don't know. I didn't, because I didn't like the Shuto MMA style back in the day. Like that was like more than 20 years ago. Because Jiu-Jitsu now we have a concept. And then, like a pass guard and then sweep and then submission. It's very like, technical.
Yeah.
Like it's always strategy. We call human chess, right?
Yeah.
It is, but I didn't feel that MMA. It just, pounding, throw and then pounding. I was like, oh, that's not my thing.
Yeah. So you
And
more
I-
enjoy like the strategy.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
technique.
I like to think, and then it's more like tactics, strategy. I like that because I like Japanese chess. It's not like a chess.
Yeah.
I like Japanese chess. So anyway, and I stopped training and then start kickboxing couple months, and then it's not. So probably, and I saw probably striking is not my thing. And then I stopped like martial arts quite while, 3-4 years maybe. And when I turned 24, I think it was 24, I left Japan to States and then running English. And I live in Los Angeles 5 years, I think. And then first time, I arrived to Los Angeles and then just driving around. And I found the Jiu-Jitsu gym nearby my house. Oh shit, this is a Jiu-Jitsu gym. And then also that gym was quite popular in Japan. It's because, do you know the Japanese MMA guy, Genki Sudo?
No.
You don't know. Yeah, he's one of the famous MMA the fighter. He's retired now. He's MMA fighter in Japan, and I knew him. Oh, wow, this is his gym, you know, and it's a jiu-jitsu, And then I just went and checked it out.
Yeah.
And then that's the first time I
That was
met.
the first, yeah.
And then, you know, Brazilian always friendly.
Yeah.
Hey man, just come in, you know, he's a, you know, try a uniform, just try, oh, you Japanese, I know Japanese and blah, 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 and I speak like weird Japanese.
Yeah.
You know? Brazilian always friendly,
Yeah.
And oh yeah, he's friendly guy, you know, yeah, I might check it out and I try. And then, oh man, I love it.
Yeah.
I just fall in love, you know.
Yeah. What
So
was it about it that you...
Well, it's because I just surprised, you know, any martial arts in Japan, when I did, there's no sparring first session.
Okay.
No, because, you know, it's quite dangerous. I understand now because I'm running business.
Yeah.
And then first time, you remember, you know, white belt, they're just killing each other because it's no technique, right?
Yeah.
But he just do it. Yeah, but I don't know, just do wrestle, you know, okay. And then I love it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So every time I do wrong way and an instructor say, you can't do that, you can't do that, just give me like a right instruction, you know?
Yeah.
And then I liked it, you
Yeah.
know? I'll still remember first day,
Yeah.
I was just dead, you know?
Yeah.
I just dead. I just, after training, just couldn't move.
Yeah.
But I love it. Oh, this is, you know, this is a martial arts, you know, what I'm
Yeah.
looking for.
Yeah. And what motivated you to keep going with it?
Well, motivate. It's because like me, when I not just the jiu-jitsu, when I liked one thing, I just obsessed. I don't know where that from. I just obsessed. I liked it, not just the jiu-jitsu, anything. I liked it, and just keep going. And then I start, of course, you know, competing, and then losing.
Yeah.
I want to win, and then win, and then more motivate me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go like a bigger one, and then lose.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to keep going until I win, you know, stuff like
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, in those kind of early days of doing jiu-jitsu, did you feel that your like background with judo and that kind of thing helped you?
100%, because the back in the day, now people know the takedown defense, a lot of setup, but back in the day, I don't think anyone knows much about takedown, and then my takedown was not great, was poor actually, compared to like a Japanese judo guy.
Yeah.
But I could take down
Yeah.
everybody, you know,
Yeah.
in jiu-jitsu. Even after like in a purple and then brown and then compete, and I could take them down, you know.
Yeah.
So, but definitely that judo experience, you know, the help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then sort of how long was it, did you stay in that gym in Los Angeles? And
The first gym, I met this guy and training 9 months, I think.
yeah.
And I left first gym and then joined the Carlson Gracie team. And that gym is nearly, it's a 4 years and a little bit.
Yeah.
And then until brown belt.
Yeah.
After I get brown belt, and then I moved to Brazil, Sao Paulo.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
And where did you train in Sao Paulo?
I have 3 trips. I was white belt, and then purple belt, and then brown belt until get black belt. So the first one was just moving around. It's just like with sightseeing.
Yeah.
And like original Gracie Baja gym in the Baja Tijuca. And I met Carlos Gracie Jr., Marcio Feitosa, and Roger Gracie. I saw Roger Gracie was brown belt.
Yeah, awesome.
And Jacare was brown belt. I saw their fight in Rio, Copa do Mundo. And then that's my first trip. I was white belt. And the second trip was in purple belt. I training in Brazil. It was before Checkmat and Atos, you know, they started.
Yeah.
So Leo Villela was head coach. And I think that changed my my technique and then my like a philosophy for the jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
It's very changed.
What do you think changed about it?
Well, it's because I just, when I was training in the States, I just training. I just don't care in technique. I do care, but the instructor showed me, I don't really listen and then watching technique, I just do it. You know what I mean? But when I met these legends, you know, Leo Vieira's there, Leo Gino, Andre, Drysdale, Kabaka, and then who else? There's so many like a good black belt and the world champions there. They have a specific detail. They have a reason why we move this, you know, always and why, the reason. And I didn't even think about, you know, I just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that makes my game, and even now teaching change, you know, I still remember what they say. You know? So that's my second trip. And then my third trip, I was going back to Brazil to Leo Vieira and Andre Galvão. But they already, you know, spread.
Yeah.
And then I lost where I should go training.
Yeah.
And then I have a good Japanese Brazilian friend, and then he introduced me to Barbosa. That's São Paulo.
Yeah.
And then I met lots of the world champion and great competitors. And again, because I didn't know about Barbosa much. It's quite famous in Japan. But you know, I live in America. I live in States, in Los Angeles, and I don't know much about, you know, the Japanese jiu-jitsu culture. He's quite famous. And then I was not sure. Okay, so I just go dropping once, and then I loved it, that gym. Murilo Santana was there, Unity, and Cicero Costa, and Leandro Lowe. He was brown belt. He's a Cicero's student. So all good guys training like a pro training midday, the lunchtime, and I just, oh my God, you know, like I'm nothing. You know, I was a brown belt, but I was nothing. You know, but I loved it, and then I just decided to stay. Yeah.
What did you notice about like the difference between the level that you felt you were at and the level that they were at? Like, what was
I think a month of training, they just training. It was really hard and a crazy training and a pro training. And then also, luckily now all good Brazilian guys moved to America, right? But back in the day, that was 14 or 15 years ago, the good Brazilian guys still stay in Brazil, in São Paulo. So, and Brazilian, the mentality, they don't want to lose, you know. Like very hard, you know. Like every training, like the competition. And I like that. Someone doesn't like it. Some instructors doesn't recommend. But me personal, I just liked it, you know. I like the hard training. So the big difference between I training in the States and Brazil is and how serious you are. They were very serious. Of course, it's competition training, the only serious guy. But a month of training and then a month of the numbers of people, like serious people. So in the States, it's people train casual. You know what I mean? It's okay, of course, you know. But I was competitor. I just need a hard training, and then the place, everybody just training serious. I don't know what they do, how they survive, and they live, making money, but they just come in and training hard, which is good for me. I have no money. I just want to training. So everybody has one goal, you know, winning the competition. The few people still like old school. Few people live in the gym. And just clean up gym and live in the gym. Like old school, you know. When I leave Barbosa, I met Mio brothers. They just came from nowhere in São Paulo, and they were blue belt, and they live in the gym in Barbosa. Just
live, train.
It was a good time. I liked it. You know?
And so, how long after that did you receive your black belt?
So now I got black belt 2009. I think 2009 December. So now 13 years and a half, something like that. Yeah, it's a long time.
A long time. And did you stay in Brazil for much longer after that? Like,
I moved to Brazil and I stayed 1.5 years. And then back States a little while, just a little bit, and then completely back to Japan. Cause now back to reality. Do you know what I mean?
Have to make some money.
Oh shit, I have to work. You know? And then I've already decided to start the jiu-jitsu gym in Japan, and then I started. But was not Japan, jiu-jitsu Japan is not popular. It's really popular, all over the world, popular. But was not really like over 10 years ago. I started in a small gym, and I think it's 1 year I was coaching, and then one of my BJJ friend just talked to me. Oh, Yoshi, I know the guy who wants to open a gym in Australia, and are you interested? And then the first time I said no, but I met this guy. He's an Englishman, and then I met this guy, and he invited me to just a seminar. And then I was invited to do a few seminars in Australia, and then I liked it.
What did you like about Australia? What was it?
Well, to be honest, my first Australia is Noosa.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, wow, like nothing here. Like back in the Noosa now is getting more people, and more popular. But 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, it just
was quiet.
More quiet. And then after 7 o'clock, it just goes down. Nothing here. And then no food shop open, only Macca's and Domino's. Like, cause I'm from Tokyo, live in Los Angeles and Sao Paulo, and 24 hours non-stop, But here, like people wake up so early. Like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, people start like running. I was like
swimming at the main beach.
I was like, holy shit, And this is not my lifestyle, but I like this environment. Do you know what I mean? And then I liked it, And I like people too, Australians, they're nice, you know what I mean? And I decided to move here. So that was 2012. 2012.
So did you go and visit other parts of Australia as well?
The first couple of years was busy. I just stayed in Noosa. Noosa is my Australia. But even Brisbane, I was just shocked. Wow, this is cool. Brisbane. When you compare to Tokyo, it's quite small still. But I was just shocked. Wow, Brisbane and the Gold Coast. Gold Coast is nice. And then I went to Sydney, Melbourne, and other cities. I liked it. I liked it.
Awesome. And so, how many years ago did you start? Like, when did you say you opened Caza here in Noosa?
That was 2017 February. Awesome. About 6 years and a bit.
And what have you noticed with growing the gym and jiu-jitsu growing?
I was just quite surprised. And Noosa is a real small town, but I have lots of members and people who love jiu-jitsu and martial arts. I have a quite funny story. It's not a Caza. When I started, other gym, and no one knows jiu-jitsu, right? And then people come in, and then, oh, this is a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, yes. Oh, I have a martial arts experience, okay. Can I transfer my belt to BJJ? And I said, no. What kind of martial arts have you done? Oh, I've done the ninjutsu. Okay, and I'm a black belt. Can I use my black belt? No. Because I don't know what ninjutsu like, but you can, something like that. And then come in and trial, right? And they have no idea. They have no idea mount escape. They just panic. And then this guy bite. I was like, cause do you know what I mean? Like, I have no experience. It's common sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, wow,
That's different.
all these too wide, you know? So, but yeah, that was my, the funny story.
Yeah.
But anyway, but now people getting know it's because of UFC and then more media, pick up jiu-jitsu and wrestle, and then it's getting popular and especially kids.
Yeah.
Kids team is quite strong Caza. The parents likes self-defense, and then especially jiu-jitsu more ground, without punch and then kick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think I feel it, and then parents, they want kids to get involved jiu-jitsu and then training, so which is good. And then what happened? That parents start training jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
It's good,
Yeah.
circle. And then parents start teaching to kids, their own kids. So which is good, circulation.
Good cycle.
Yeah.
And like, what do you see the benefits, like, other than the self-defense? What else do you see with kids that start jiu-jitsu? Like, what do you see other physical and mental benefits?
Yeah, I think jiu-jitsu is better than other like martial arts for self-defense. It's because like controlling. It's not punching and kicking like a physical like a attack. We do physical attack, but more controlling. Same as judo. Like the judo, for example, in Japan, the police officer must train judo.
Yeah.
We don't use matchstick and then guns. We just grab. If someone grab you, someone attack you, they grab and throw and then control. So that also work for the kids in the bully stop. Someone attack you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they don't attack back. The kicking and punching. So they control. Throw takedown. Knee on belly or mount position and control.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's the benefit for the kids, for self-defense.
Yeah, and the confidence.
Exactly, of course, and confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence from any even, it's not just jiu-jitsu, any other sports,
Yeah.
But jiu-jitsu, yeah, definitely. It's because physical, the martial arts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. How has that experience been as a coach, like watching maybe some kids that started with you, white belts, and then seeing them progressing?
Oh, that's like happiest moment, and then enjoy to watch kids. I have lots of kids start back in the day and 5-6 years old, then now become a teenager. They're still training.
Yeah.
And they keep competing, winning championship, big, small. But I always watching them, right? Since little kids, they can't even do hip escape.
Yeah.
They can't even do forward roll and a back roll. But now they compete like kids pan, Australian national, Pan Pacs, and then bringing gold medal. That's the happiest moment, and I enjoy the process.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, being in Noosa and being such a holiday destination, you must have a lot of people like dropping in and doing casual visits, like more than probably other places because of their.
Sure.
How is that like having such a I guess, transient, people coming in and.
Well, this gym accept any other gym. It's no politics, so anyone is welcome. And Noosa is the holiday place and the destination, right? A lot of black belt, of course, white belt. There's so many people come. The good things for that, someone doesn't like it, drop in because we don't know who they are. Yeah. What kind of people, how they train. Maybe they hurt people, my members. But me personally, I like dropping. Cause I travel a lot, so many places, and I drop in a training. That experience helped my BJJ experience in a technique. Cause, of course, we don't know who they are, but we don't know what technique they have, and we exchange.
Yeah.
And then the guy passed my guard. Oh shit! How do you do that? You know, that's cool. Just show me.
Yeah.
And how do you sweep me? How do you submit me? I've never seen that. Can you show me? You know, we always exchange. There's no ego. You know what I mean? Oh, he submit me. I hate this guy. I'm gonna bash him. You know, it's not. It's not like that. Yeah. No, we just exchange. You know, culture and the technique, everything. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. What would your advice be to someone that's like starting jiu-jitsu for the first time, say as an adult? Or
I'll say you have to find your pace. Do you know what I mean? You're not necessarily training every single day. The first time you're training, I remember, and then maybe you, and excited. Yeah. Oh, I love this sport. I want to train it every day, maybe twice a day, but it's not. You know, you have to find your own pace. You know what I mean? Maybe twice a week, 3 times a week. When you get used to, and more training day, or even sparring. You don't necessarily sparring like 6 or 10 sparring straight away. No, 1 in, 1 out, 1 in, 2 out. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. When you get used to, and then maybe training, every single session, sparring. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's avoid injury. Injury sucks. Yeah. I know now. When I get old, injury sucks. You know what I mean? So just avoiding injury. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, keep yourself safe and just
exactly.
Learn to pace yourself.
Yep.
Because there's so much to learn in there, like that when you first start, there's so much to learn. Do you feel that there's like a priority of things to learn when you're starting?
You better find your favorite, position and technique. We don't necessarily remember all the techniques. I'm sure instructor and your friends show you a lot of technique and same technique but different instruction. And I always say to my members, I know lots of technique. I try to teach you and show as much as I can, but if you don't like it, don't worry about it. Don't pick it up. Maybe some other instructor, black belt, showed you same technique, but different way, different instructional. And you like it, just pick it up. You don't necessarily copy mine, you know what I mean? And then find your own, the way or sequence. Do you know what I mean? Everybody has a different size, big, small, short, tall. Maybe my technique suits, like my size. It doesn't suit like 190 centimeters, 120 kilos, it doesn't suit it. You know what I mean? But someone show you, and then maybe that suits you, and then you pick it up. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you have to find your own.
And in terms of like training, do you feel that like a lot of drilling helps to like reinforce their techniques?
I believe so. Yeah. I like drilling. It's because of muscle memory. Do you know what I mean? So drilling, and the muscle remember. You don't even think, right? Anything. It's not just jiu-jitsu, I don't know. This is a good expression or no. When you walk, you don't think about you walk, you walk. Just walk. It's because muscle memory. Do you know what I mean? Anything. It's a muscle memory is important. So when you start, sparring in a competition, when you start thinking past guard or reaction, he's going to act. You grab your sleeve and then pants, and you start thinking, so what I do, I'm breaking this grip and then step over. It's too late. Do you know what I mean? It's a muscle memory. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I like drilling.
Becomes a bit more automatic.
Yeah, exactly. Drilling and then more like situation drilling. Do you know what I mean? So that helps, What about this case? What about this? What about that? All like a situation.
Yeah. What do you think are some of the common mistakes people make when they first start training?
The common mistake. Oh, what's a common mistake? Foot lock, knee ripping. I'm just kidding. But what's the common mistake? I think for me, my class, I think in a closed guard, you know, the mistake, you know. I think I said for the bottom, top and the bottom, the common mistake. The bottom, like, you know, the closed, I said the closed guard is safest position. You don't necessarily open, but they start open and immediate, you know, do some like, you know, weird shit, you know.
Yeah.
I said the closed guard and then take your time and keep, you know, breathing, you know what I mean? Just calm. And then go attack. And the same top position. So the top position is the worst, right? I said you can nothing else to open legs, you know, open guard. Yeah. The first you posture, open guard. But I think they panicked because never experienced in a closed guard and then stuck and then panic and then start attacking, like start choking. Do you know what I mean? Start attacking arm and then they get in trouble. Do you know what I mean? So that's the I think that's the biggest common mistake in my gym. You know?
Do you think in like at that white belt level it mostly is about learning to not make mistakes? You know, like I noticed with my training in the early time, like I just making so many mistakes that people capitalize. So you know, as you progress, you just start to learn to make less mistakes. Less mistake,
but I say the opposite. You know, just make mistake. Do make mistake. That's why I said do whatever you want. Fundamental class is very important for us, and then I still teach in a fundamental class. It's because I know this is important. I let them make mistake, and then I'm reading in the right way. So you can't do that. You can't do that. Should do this. So of course, less. Try to less. The mistake is good, of course. Like, you know, the white belt and the black belt is like a pyramid, right? White belt, so many mistakes. And the blue belt, and the purple, and the brown, and the black belt, less mistake. Black belt, one mistake, you out, right? But white belt, so they mistake each other so many. Do you know what I mean? Of course, I told them don't make any mistake, but for that, I just read them. So you can't do that, you can't do, and then less mistake, and then going to next level. So I told them, just do whatever you want, make a mistake, and I correct.
It's part of the learning process.
Exactly. It's the process.
What would your advice be to someone that's like maybe going to compete for the first time?
First time, check your weight. Oh man, that's killing me. They training hard, prepare mentality, you know, and understanding rule. And then the day to fight and check the weight and 100 gram over. Are you kidding me? Go outside and then running. So 100 gram to 100 gram is okay. But someone like, 5 kilograms over, how come? Do you know what I mean? So, but seriously, like everything, you know, of course training. If you don't train well, you should not compete. Because you might get hurt, injury, right? Training, of course, and prepare your mental. Do you know what I mean? And then talk to people who has enough experience, you know. There's a few guys in the gym, you know, quite a good experience in a competition. Talk to people and then cutting weight. Do you know what I mean? If you need it. Do you know what I mean? And you have to decide the day you end the harder training, you know. Sometimes, people just too excited, they training the day before, competition. But it's just a waste, your energy. It's nothing. There's no point, you harder train the day before you compete. Do you know what I mean? So I say if you decide to compete, maybe I say 4 weeks before, and I talk to people, who has experience to compete. So what should I do for? Of course, talk to instructor, black belt and instructor. So what should I do? What should I prepare? You know what I mean?
So. And like, would you go in with a strategy of like what you're going to try to do? Or
it's very hard, you know, because everybody has a different style. Someone likes, you know, top position takedown. Someone likes, you know, guard position pull guard. Well, that's why we instructor has to watch carefully what they like, you know. Yeah. And then when they decide to compete, someone likes, you know, takedown, like top position. I don't like bottom. I like to stay top, okay? And then start talking. Yeah. How do you get on the top? Do you have a takedown? Yeah, no? Okay, let's do takedown practice.
Yeah.
How about your guard sweep? If you go sweep, you can go top and then dominate. So then we start talking.
Yeah. For you, are you still competing, or are you still?
I just stopped competing at the moment because I always say, yeah, I'm gonna compete. But when I start coaching and then running business, it's just killing me. Yeah. And then I have not much time to training myself because my first responsibility is the members, and then I want them training safe and of course enjoy. It's always something happen in the gym. In the gym and outside gyms, that's like, you know, like a business, right? I'm not like a really multitask people.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when I used to compete, only competition.
Yeah.
I don't care other things. It's just training and compete. But when I start coaching, and I just want to look after, you know, the members.
Be the best coach that you can be.
Yeah. And then when I start my gym, my business, I want to run in business well. Means, you know, like I said, you know, people training safe and enjoy, you know. I want to build that team, you know what I mean? But I'm still thinking, you know. People say, I'm still thinking. The people always ask me, hey Yoshi, and why don't you compete? You should compete, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm going to, you know. And it's getting old and old. But there's always chance to compete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like to compete.
Yeah. Have you changed anything about like your jiu-jitsu as you've gotten older? Like,
Yeah. It changed a lot. This is, I think, in everybody, or you know, or like the instructor had the same experience. You know, you can't move like you used to move, and when I training sometime and. My brain is still like young.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
the body's not responding.
Yeah, body's not responding. Yeah, I was like my legs is there, but actually my legs is there, but my legs is there. I just can't move.
Yeah.
And even my grip, you know, like I was like, oh. And then I feel, I get old, you know. I'm kind of disappointed, you know, but I just feel, this is real.
This is
you know
this is happening.
Yeah, exactly. And then, yes, I changed my technique and then changed my game.
What did you change about it?
Well, I used to like more dynamic move. Do you know what I mean? Like just keep moving and then invite mistake, but I like to more like in a pressure game, you know what I mean? Cause lazy. Doesn't move much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that kind of game helped me. You know, I'm not just, you know, talking about like because of you old and don't move and move pressure game. It's it's because the pressure game, you know, that helps a lot, you know, and especially top game, you know, for the members. And then I just the share, you know, my experience, you know, to the members.
Yeah. Is there anything you do like outside of jiu-jitsu training to kind of keep yourself in shape?
Not much at the moment. Of course, like a physical training, you know. I used to go gym a lot, and you know, like a strength training. But I like surf. I think surf helps a lot, you know, like mentality.
Yeah.
But
I can see why you moved to Noosa then.
Yeah. But like unfortunately, just too busy. I don't even, check the beach. Man, just crazy. But definitely South is good. Anything's good. I like to. I used to like running. The beach. It's nice and relaxing. It's not just only physical, but also your mental.
So, really important question. Yep. Where can I find the best Japanese food in Noosa?
Well, it's hard. There's one the Japanese food, but they don't open business and every day.
Yeah.
There's one in Noosaville, like an industry area, and only lunchtime, and we call it Blue Plum. Yeah, you should go and check it out.
Yeah, okay. Is there something I should order or?
Yeah. I like. Well, do you like the sashimi of fish? Yeah, there's a sashimi bowl, and I'll recommend.
Okay.
Or karaage chicken.
Okay.
So good.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. I really appreciate you taking the time.
All good. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, and I'll get you to share a few of your techniques.
Of course.
Really awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. The first we start in hook contour here. This is a neutral position, and then I'm going to head quarter. All right, head quarter position. Shin to shin, I pivot my hip and push because we need this gap. All right, my heel, I kick my butt in and I break and hook. All right, I slide my hands, hip control. All right, and a side step and I sit on the leg. So this is a knee cut style. When I hip control, he can't squeeze his knee. It's normally people start initiate and I stack. But here, and he comes. There's so much space, and then you can control kata or sweep. I slide my arm and slide leg, and then go side control. All right. So go this side. All right. Again, shin to shin. I pivot my hip, my heel. I kick my butt, and I go head quarter. All right. I slide my hands, hip control, and a side step. I sit on the leg. All right. Make sure squeeze your elbow and the hip control. It's not kata. Then there's a space and then start knee shoot. So here, kata control or sleeve control, it doesn't matter. All right, and a slide and a cross space under hook. Okay, cool. Alright, so next one, the situation. I break here and I go head quarter, right? And I'm going to knee slice, but I miss, and then he's going to knee shield, right? And I stack. So what I'm gonna do, I grab his pants, right? Outside pants here, right? I'm going to side step. I change side, right? I broke his knee with my chest. Right, and I go under hook and I explode my leg here. Good. So now look, the important thing is my head. I swing my head, push out, make his back stretch, and then climb up like a crocodile. Take your time, and come up, and then go mount position. Breaking hook. I'm going to knee slice, but I missed, and then knee shield, and I stuck, right? So now this hands, I grab his outside the pants, and I change side, the side step here, right? And I stop his knee with my chest, right? And then I go split, make sure I go under hook, right? And I split my leg. I squeeze my head on the chin, and I climb up. Don't make any space and just go climb up slowly, and then go mount. So here and then. right? So next one, I'm not going to mount, I'm going to side control. Same things, push, head quarter, knee slice bar. He's going to block knee shield, right? And the same things, pounce control here, side step, go under hook, and I sprawl my leg here. Make sure keep the both legs in between your leg, right? Always head under chin. So now look, I sweep his both leg, right? Keep your knees on the mat, right? Now look, we go windshield wiper, hook. Use your hook here, and then go side control. He sometimes roll and escape, then I'm going to back control, right? And he doesn't, side control. So again here, break, and then go knee slice, and then knee shield. Alright, same things, side step, under hook and a sprawl. And then push, back stretch. Now I slide my knee, I sweep his both leg. Right, and the windshield wiper, hook here. Right, then he can't move because I hook his both leg. Right, and I go side control. He doesn't move, side control success. But what he does is he roll, that's his scramble. And then I go back take. Good.